Welcome back to the Tech Stop and thanks for watching. Today's topic is, of course, as the title says, the Klein Tools newer RJ45 and RJ11 tester. And it also has an RJ12 function, even though that is not very common really. But your main two, your RJ45 and your RJ11, you'll be able to test with this tester right here. So here is the unit itself. It is model number. Actually, it does not say on the back. It says 0319U on the back, but in the title, I will have the model number, and it is the one with a remote, just like their normal one. This is not the higher end one where it actually will go through all 8 individual wires and does not have the capability to do coax. However, I have a unit that will take care of that already, and this is perfect for what I need it for. There are a couple other testers in this series already, which I have already mentioned, and I'll go ahead and grab one of those right now and show it to you. So this is the tester I was talking about. This is the Coax Explorer 2 by Klein Tools, of course. All of these are imported tools from China, but they are still pretty good quality. I've owned this one for around 3 months so far, and it has served me pretty well, and it only comes with 1 remote in the one that I got, but you can get up to 4 remotes for it. This unit right here you can purchase on Amazon.com for $27, and I purchased it from the Home Depot for $27 as well. You can also buy the individual remotes for $12 because, as you will learn, if other people are using your tools, they might get lost. I noticed right here, this is called the LAN Explorer VDV526-100. So there's the model number I did not see earlier. These remotes are easy to forget though, so be attentive and make sure you grab them every time you are done with the tool. And they're not too expensive, so if whoever's helping you or whoever's using your tools loses one, then they won't be too heartbroken when they have to pay for a new one, because I mean that's usually how it works. This one does have the option to do a shielded cable, to where it will do your normal, it'll pass through all the 8 cables and through a drain if there is a shielded RJ45 connector and cable. So if it is set up for that, that's what it'll do. This one on the top has the port for the RJ11 or 12 and the RJ45, and you have that matching on the remote itself. And as far as the process goes to test, it's quite simple. I almost put that in upside down there. You just take your cable and you put it, and this one is a, I think it's a Cat 6 flat. I can actually tell you if I look at it. It may not be marked on the cable. Usually that's required. I believe this is a Cat 6 or a Cat 5e flat. And the only thing I do not like about this is that it doesn't have a on and off switch. However, if you just press the button, it has an auto off. It will tell you the light is green for RJ45. So that means that there is continuity for the wires going through. So this side is matching the pattern of this side. It does not tell you if the pairs are correct. That's something that a certifier would do. There's not really testers that tell you. It's just saying that 1 through 8 on this connector matches 1 through 8 on this connector, and the same would happen for an RJ11 or RJ12. If you were to miswire it, meaning they were not matched, a light would come up in the fault section under a miswire. If you did not have, say you mixed up the cords that you plugged in and unplugged it, it would come up as open. And if somehow the wires were touching each other, 2 wires were touching each other in there, then it would come up as a short. It's very rare to happen. Hopefully you never see that. But you can put new wires in. As soon as you hit the button, it'll automatically reset to whatever one you just plugged in. And it does have an auto timer on it. I don't know what the time is on it, but something like 30 seconds. I purchased it at Home Depot last night, and I've used it today some. I use this tester right here quite often because it's so small form factor and just easy to take everywhere. But for the price, $27, it seems like it would be a very good deal. This was not my intent. I was not intending on buying this at Home Depot. However, I saw it, seemed like a good deal, and I needed another small one, something that was more small form factor I can take around with this. And I bought this at Home Depot, and I also bought this screwdriver right here. I'm sure if you do any electrical work or any work like that, you've already seen this screwdriver. This is the Commercial Electric 9-in-1 screwdriver, and I think it's a pretty good quality screwdriver, but the reason I bought this is because it's normally around $6, $6 or $7, and it was on sale for $1.50 at Home Depot on clearance. There is nothing wrong that I can see with the tool. It's obviously not made as well as the Klein variant of it. However, it has 2 nut drivers, actually 3, because those serve as nut drivers too. So 3 nut drivers, number 2 square, number 1 square, small Phillips and flathead, and big Phillips and flathead, and then just the handle. I don't know what their warranty is on these tools, but I'm not really worried about it. There's certain things that I don't want to, if I know I'm going to put a beating on a tool, I try to use the cheaper end tool before I use the expensive tool, and this is a good tool for me to beat up on, I guess. I don't have to worry about it like I would the Klein, because the Klein costs $15 to replace. I don't expect to have too good of quality out of it compared to Klein, but I'm really thrilled that it has the number 1 and number 2 square on there. That's something that you can add in on your own. However, most like the Craftsman and DeWalt multi-tools do not include that in there, and that's definitely a key thing whenever you're doing receptacles or breakers and things that have those number 2 square screws for the terminals. I do have the Klein tools, standalone number 2 square driver. However, if for some reason I just wanted to take this and I got in a tight spot, say under a house or in an attic or something, I could use that square for whatever I needed it to. So overall, the video was about this, and it was just a short video. I have another video coming up soon about a multimeter that's probably 15, 20 years old that I just got and is still in a great shape. I'm going to show that off a little bit, and I think it was from Radio Shack. My only comment is this is not, even though it has the Klein Tools name on it, I don't know if overall the quality is going to be as good as the Klein tools that everyone has as far as hand tools go, because those Klein tools are made out of factory here in America. These are all imported tools. It does not say it on the device itself, but if you read the packaging like I did, and you read it online, these do come from China. These are made in China. And a lot of good things come out of China too. It's just that means they get them cheaper there. And most of the Klein electrical tools, or the electronics tools, do come out of China, such as this one here. And even the very first video I made that was pretty big hit for my channel size, the Klein Tools ET310, that was also made in China. The first videos I've seen on this tester came out around 4 months ago, so I can imagine that this tool came out in 2019 right here. Overall, downs that I don't necessarily like about it is that on my other tester that you can see in my termination video, on this unit right here, the remote's a little bigger. It has 1 through 8, it has 2 speeds, and this has 1 through 8. So I can actually see which wire it is and push on a connector and see which end possibly got screwed up. And that doesn't happen much anymore since I've gotten more experience with it. But this one, you just know that the cable's good or the cable's bad. And you kind of push on it and retest and maybe figure it out a little bit. But the connection part, the ports on these seem like they are built pretty well to where they will handle the constant unplugging and plugging. But $27 for a tool that is taken around everywhere, pretty good price, and it has the shielded cable functionality. I don't think it gets better than that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the video. It's a small unit, fits in my hand pretty well. The palm of my hand runs on a 9-volt battery, and I think that's pretty much it. Nothing more to explain there. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I recommend this.